versatility from Daveeys from the side of NRG. Trying to wait for that execute. And a heavy stack towards the B side, and good awareness here from Paper Rex. Kind of regroup and back off. Maybe see if you can isolate a kill here through B link. They're gonna 3-stack crashies, and he wants none of it, and that's wise. They don't push too deep there. Now contact gonna be made around the corner.
Dash forward, Forsaken looking to just garner some space, get some moved up here against the link. The rotation's now going to be coming in from the side of NRG. ardiis still checking, wants to see if there's going to be anybody late pushing through water. In the meantime, the swing comes in. FiNESSE going to be good for one, but Jinggg and Forsaken find one apiece. crashies with a little bit of a follow-up, tries to get rid of the enemy. FiNESSE cannot do so. Victor, help with his little turret, will be able to take down mindfreak, and now it's just going to be a right-click battle, and Victor's able to win. Spike now stranded, and Jinggg, the last man standing. Hot hands, that flash at the ready. Slaps it down, but has to know. No, he doesn't realize that the flank is coming.
Yeah, and that's a big part of Paper X's strategy here, is enabling Jinggg.
Oh, ardiis making a nice and early exit here, trying to find Forsaken. Now pushes the issue, swings around the corner, finds a third. Goes for the reload. Sam with the stinger will be able to take down Jinggg, and now it's just a matter of whether or not mindfreak can find anything here to try to stop this from being a flawless. The wall will drop down, however. It's going to be Sam collecting a second as NRG.
And this time, the star out here. A flash gonna confirm.
Flash in, ardiis with the Spectre. Just a bit of damage across there. Forsaken eventually does fall. Sam with a great headshot. At range there with the Sheriff, finds one. crashies now swinging out the bat behind the pillar. Just managed to take out one. Daveeys quick to trade it to keep them on equal footing. As now the run it back is gonna be coming through. Sam just throwing up the wall. Jinggg wants to rush up. They know exactly where he's gonna be coming from, so they pull back out of the link. And eventually he's just gonna go ahead and the TP back over. But a 3v3 for the retake attempt. Victor just now moving out of art. Looks like he might go all the way around to club it, trying to get that top B there.
A Sky to check, but it's not going to catch. Victor on that lurk. Here comes the harbor wall. Retake from FiNESSE. They try to push on through. Gravity well up front to try to delay.
And walking across is Poison. But Jinggg finding one, jumping into the cove, knows that he's pulled back. In the meantime, Victor, well, presence should be noted. Certainly is now, but still finds a headshot. And already with 3 kills in this round, that's a very good bonus here for the side of NRG. He's looking for a little bit more. Jinggg will be able to deny that away as they get themselves.
But he will lead the way, but it's a little more cautious.
Oh, the birds go out. crashies dodges that one. Even with Jingg's follow-up curveball, still ends up getting taken down. Nanoswarm, however, does find FiNESSE, so at the end of it all, it's just going to be that 1-for-1. Trailblazer certainly spotting Daveeys there on the jump past the box. That's why they're going to be creeping up here. There's no one to reinforce this position. Flash Daveeys getting fully caught by it, and he will get melted down. As you can see, Forsaken dashing out of art, gets himself over towards the A site. They know that there's going to be 2 players operating behind them at A main.
Well, they're going to, are they going to wrap all the way through? No, they're just going to plant for back site here. Really big duel with ardiis coming up.
And Forsaken just wins it. ardiis looking over towards Flowers. Forsaken swings from Secret, does take him down. Brings it back into a 3v3. Reckoning now sent out, but they're not playing on the site to get clipped by this one. Sam, however, still finding one. crashies finished off by the turret. Now it's all on Sam. Wall raised, scouting out, uncertain if there's going to be anybody over towards the dugout. Gravity well does come through from mindfreak. It's going to be the util dumped out. With that spray coming in, he knows that they're both over at Flowers, but before he can even send a shot their way.
And he is certainly a confident person with that ability. He's got a shorty behind it. It's right now looking like a full-on B hit, and already the rotation's coming for NRG.
Double up, grab the peek over into Link. Sees FiNESSE for a brief little moment there. FiNESSE sends some shots his way. Drops low. Bit of a tag there on a Victor, now knocked down to 50 HP. crashies wanting to try to break through, but a headshot comes in. Forsaken gets the reset on the knives. Swings on the corner, manages to find another one. mindfreak as well, getting involved, finds FiNESSE. So far it's just going to be Jinggg taken down. ardiis, however, with that blades on his own, picks up a quick 2 kills, and suddenly it's just cgrs all on his lonesome. They don't know where he is. It's still dangerous territory, but it seems like they might have an inkling of it as ardiis does send that Cloudburst his way, trying to set up for that brief little one-way. People peak going to be heard. cgrs knowing where one is. Seems like he's got a very good idea as well. Sam, not expecting him to have repositioned down onto the low ground here. Now he's completely and utterly out in the open. Wants to go for the Nanoswarm. Sends it cleaned up now. Knows that he's got a high-low to try to send out the turret. Swings up a bit, but Sam will get the headshot, and it could be in this one for the long haul. Keep our fingers crossed in that regard. As we can see, though, Victor's still going to be sticking over towards B. Line share of his setup. In this position. Just the turret out in towards Link, staring at mid doors. FiNESSE to potentially swing off of. Jinggg gets to run it back.
Yeah, he's been funneling those as per usual. Already the second one. You've got dueling lockdowns, dueling seekers here. Going to be invested early for the side of PaperRex. Some util to try to delay a hot hands there at the door to allow Jinggg to push through, heal up. He's just going to chew through that nano.
Yep.
The run it back.
Doesn't manage to clear the angle though. Doesn't swing wide enough to actually spot anybody. But now the lockdown's going to be invested on the opposite side. PRX just looking to match. Spike, however, not yet planted, so they're still going to have to try to retake the side off the back of this one. They do shove NRG away, but can they get into a post-plant setup quickly? NRG are going to look to rush this one. Victor still tucked away, back hall. Flash goes across, some shots in his direction. Jinggg swings on the corner, gets the headshot, curveball in, but crashies just holds down left click. Had it lined up, gets the timing, and Jinggg disappears.
30 seconds left.
Things continue to tumble out of control here for the side of PaperRex. They finally get the spike moved up here onto the sides. He addresses it in his hands. Taken finding one, then taken down by ardiis. Once again, into a 3v3. crashies swinging back out the aggressive push. ardiis puts the spike down on the ground. Now it needs to be recovered. Into the 2v2. Divide out into the open. It's dropped, and it's going to be the combination of crashies and Som.
Mindfreak with the Cosmic Divide and a Sheriff. The only ults to speak of here. ardiis popping that dash. Can't find the shot.
Takes a bit of damage there. Just managed to back away, but good amount of space opened up. That's going to give them art control for now. The Trailblazer cleared out before he can get through the cloud burst. It doesn't necessarily see how many players there are. Something tells me that ardiis' ears likely working well enough to identify that it was pretty much the whole team.
PaperRex is about as quiet, as subtle as your average act of God. Yeah.
Finding one, crashies tucked to the corner. Som backing him up, finds another 2 kills for himself. He's at 9 HP. The Stinger can do some work. cgrs finding one. Flash does not go wide enough.
Oh!
A bit of a botch there from the side of crashies, and that does allow for PaperRex to get themselves back into this round. Rifles recovered, mindfreak and cgrs. 49 seconds remaining. They could cut noise. Try to rotate off the side, if not make a bait.
You read my mind.
They have this ult invested. It seems like they still want to try to play around it.
I mean, with this ult here, you know, you're at least able to be undetected, but oh my god, the cover!
Covering fire allows for mindfreak to get the plan, but now he needs to find the headshot. He needs to win out against Victor, and he will just drag it across.
The two streamer players going against each other, Som and cgrs, and they're both having great rounds so far.
50 prime subs on this camp. But I mean, you know, as much as we like to joke about that, they have ascended to so much more.
Yes, exactly.
Granted, yes, still a substitute from cgrs. Som the mainstay, but the performances that they have been able to put up in the last couple days have been absolutely monumental in getting both of these teams in the position they find themselves in at the moment. ardiis, though, finds himself in a great position to get the punish. He's finding a timing while cgrs was distracted by crashies over at the doors. 2 members down. Looking like NRG just having a vice grip here on this B site.
Yeah, and there's going to be a change of direction here for the side of PaperRex. They're going to leave mindfreak down here to lurk for a bit. But NRG, oh so disciplined, oh so patient. Going to try and sell a little bit of a fake here. Still ardiis, though, holding. The discipline for NRG so strong. mindfreak clearing the turret, trying to create noise, trying to create distraction. If Daveeys can best ardiis, that flash isn't going to confirm anything over on the other side. Oh boy.
No, it does not, and yeah, they just decide to rush out. They know that this is going to be a lurk, so they decide just challenge them all at once, get that kill. And now with as far away as they are, it's just going to have to be Jinggg and Daveeys sitting back, holding onto the weapons as NRG will run the clock down and pull off a flawless little hold.
Maybe if mindfreak can hold on a little bit more there, they might feel confident enough to try to push in towards A, but now they're just going to be setting up towards spawn. Seeing if they can keep these rifles into the next round. But yeah, I mean, these B pushes, just trying to theory craft what the heck PaperRex was going to do. Neither of us were correct. I'll just put it that way.
All right. Was there a Yoru in there somewhere?
I mean, that was something I spitballed but didn't really take seriously. But the Gecko was floated between both of us. We thought maybe they might make a go of that.
Well, just some initial control here over towards A. And then FiNESSE responding with the pit, just looking to make this unassailable. Seems like PaperRex might be thinking about cutting through, getting A access through Art, and just keeping FiNESSE locked over on that side of the map, push him out into A main. Maybe control back side, but with just the turret destroyed, will start drifting away and approaching other avenues. Crashies, a couple shots going his way here from Forsaken.
I like the layered utility here from NRG to back up FiNESSE in this Viper's Pit. PaperX is not afraid to challenge, and Victor's going to win the early exchange against Jinggg.
Just a dry swing there from Jinggg. Does fall, but Forsaken up on top of the box with a great headshot. Will find him. FiNESSE now getting tucked away. Som in flowers, waiting for the cross. Finds one. And now PaperX are really worried about trying to get themselves over. cgrs actually just sprints across. Makes it through to safety. FiNESSE noted. mindfreak puts some damage down onto him, but cannot find that kill. Som in the meantime does get broken out. Out of the equation now. It's crashies tucked away here by Secret. Quickly finds one. Daveeys, the last man standing, but not for very long. crashies puts him down on the ground. The fuse will come in. NRG now.
But not to be the case. But this time around, I like what PaperX is doing. Spreading out a little bit more here. Getting a little bit of information. Baiting out a little bit of utility to try to keep NRG honest. You've got to keep them guessing. You've got to keep them across different areas of the map. As good as FiNESSE is, right now, it's been a little bit easy for him to kind of predict. And you're just looking for some of those stars, from some of that aggression from Jinggg and Forsaken. But it looks like they might be trying something of a fake here. So I'm going to be watching through Link. Daveeys leads with that Trailblazer, and they're just going to back right off of that cascade.
Trailblazer goes out. crashies now going to be swinging around over towards a site. Run it back. Sent. FiNESSE just playing anti-flash. Turns. Doesn't want to show himself. Knows that Jinggg is not going to be the high-value target that he's looking for. And Jinggg did not check the corner here. Or Forsaken, who gets taken down. Jinggg sent back. Daveeys does manage to find the enemy Viper here at the end of it all. So will be a 4v4 with Victor tagged out to about 30 HP. Lurk from cgrs makes his way forward, staring towards water. Looks like he wants to creep in from behind. And on the opposite side of the map, they're still not necessarily convinced that this is going to be where the spike rests.
They're pinging it out. They're going to make a goal for it.
Oh, Jinggg, I guess, seeing just enough to be able to get that kill. Follows up with a second before Som takes his head off. Now a 2v2, but cgrs getting tucked away. And here comes ardiis sprinting in, completely unawares. The Seeker goes forward. Som looks to clear it. Daveeys spotting him. Flash out. A decent turn, but knows that he has to pay attention to his rear as well as they continue to encroach. It's not going to be through the window. It's going to be through Secret, but it doesn't even matter. cgrs still gets...
Because of the situation with something, but also because cgrs's playstyle, there isn't much tape on it. There was one Gecko Icebox. That map's not even in the pool anymore. So good luck figuring out exactly what they want to do.
Let's see here. Site widely conceded. Wrap around from Victor, getting himself moved up through Link to get closer to the side of cgrs. Is just going to be dropping the lockdown. Victor's still 2 off, so cannot use a replying one to try to further delay them. The site can be taken. Still taking their time. Moving forward, and Forsaken, he does a double updraft again. Catches Victor. Picks him off right there in the Link. Fantastic play that was completely unexpected. Forsaken now running out of knives, however, 9 HP, trying to exit. The Reckoning still looking to lock him in place. Wrap around from behind, crashies arriving, throws out the pop flash. mindfreak still going to be unscouted, but crashies knows that there's just going to be far too many players in this position. cgrs now finds ardiis. They look to hold that spike down to half, but they cannot do it. Now the hot hands comes in. FiNESSE is caught up by it, ends up getting taken down. crashies with one, but mindfreak trades it back, and suddenly it's just Som left standing all on his lonesome. Reckoning committed, but in a 1v4, as PaperX look to go ahead and add a 5th round in. Jinggg will just go ahead and take the challenge. Close it out. Paper's 4th ultimate of the game.
Yep. It's been a lot.
Gravity well invested, goes rushing forward, is quickly dealt with and snaps back. Has to now just go ahead and pull away. So no real establishment found here. Over towards A main. Instead it's just going to be 3 members stacked up. Forsaken in the meantime, going on a bit of a walkabout. Worked his way through mid, which is widely unoccupied. Just keeping this triple stack. ardiis is holding Art. We see Victor over at B. Now he continued to swing forward.
God.
Forsaken may have just been able to find the enemy jet, but instead he's going to push all the way around. He's going to be looking for this monstrous backstab as the Trailblazer goes in, confirms his hefty presence still here at A main.
I mean, NRG hasn't moved a muscle. They're just sitting here at A main, and he's dead. Som's gone.
Finds one, still more to do. Forsaken going to be spotted, manages to stabilize the aim just fast enough to come up with the kill, but has to back away. 29 HP remaining. ardiis comes to the rescue, sets up the operator here on the corner, comes away with one, swings out, gets a second. mindfreak. Now the last one standing, 12 HP. Right as Victor arrives to the A site, mindfreak just going to go ahead, cut tail, and go sprinting to the opposite side of the map. Because of this cosmic divide, Victor not necessarily aware of this quite just yet.
Oh, this is so brilliant here. You know, there's no sound No idea what's going on the other side of this, and now Victor's about to find out the hard way, but still with that smoke there. He has to respect that maybe mindfreak was hanging out over here. He pops his nano to maybe buy himself a little bit of extra time. Doesn't really get much out of it. And mindfreak gonna plan out in the open, only 12 HP. Just gonna have to win this duel quickly. Any stray bullet from Victor will secure him the round.
mindfreak not getting into any super cheesy positions. Just playing here straight up on the cubby. As Victor has to go ahead. He has to search. He has to wonder. The tap. The stare towards Link. The swing coming in, but mindfreak not able to find the kill. That's going to be Victor closing it out. A 7-5 half with NRG out in front.
Yeah, good patience, good diligence here.
Looks like it's going to be very heavy mid pressure. And it's getting ready to be applied.
Yeah, I think they want to check this cubby here that ardiis is moving into. I think they've identified off that turret that this could be possible.
Forsaken's got one. Curveball out into the hand, and ardiis finds one. Not going to be full flash, but Jinggg still swinging out, finds one. Som now not sure which way to look. Will get taken down as the dust settles. 3v3. Daveeys with a healing can top up Forsaken as well. Nano Swarm goes across just to get a little bit of damage there on the finesse. As the Poison Orb does get set up.
It's a great read here by Paper Rex, but ardiis just catches him a little bit off guard. A great shot by crashies.
Same with crashies, finding Forsaken. CGRS inside of the smoke. crashies finds him as well. Turns his sights back over towards Daveeys. The knife is out. Frenzy drawn. Spots him. Legs it back into the hall. Two players set there. Daveeys just desperately trying to get some information. The Trailblazer is at the ready. Sends it. Trying to see what he can get. Spots two. But he's running out of time. Turret there. Probably realizing that getting onto the spike, trying to get this defused, likely not going to happen, especially as that Nano Swarm does come through, but wants to try to take somebody down with him. Spots FiNESSE, a bit of damage exchange between the two of them, but FiNESSE will be the one coming in on top with 14 HP remaining.
Paper Rex get a full stack here.
Flash going in, catches quite a few of them, answering flash out. Daveeys with the right clicks will be able to take down crashies. Forsaken now, dashing in behind the box. Trailblazer draws their attention for a little bit longer. Orb going to be picked up. Jinggg, once again, going to be the focus here. Just trying to get those ults online for the Phoenix. Creeps across, grabs the gun, looks like he gets exit. He's got the hot hands as well as Daveeys to try to heal him up should it be necessary. All things considered, though, Daveeys, worse for wear. 1 HP in a dream, trying to stay in this. It's Forsaken, FiNESSE, shoulder to shoulder, but Forsaken doesn't peek the corner. FiNESSE mows down a third! And brings this round right back into their favors. Oh boy! Both players absolutely terrified of each other given the circumstances. They go their separate ways. As the spike will get planted here on A by Som. Daveeys and CGRS. Question is, can they find any additional value? Can they take some of these weapons away from NRG? Peek comes in. The instant headshot, not even necessary, but you love to see the accuracy.
We take those. I'll see at this point, CGRS wanting to die to the spike. Som, very aware of it, wants to see if he can come in and finish the job. Doesn't want to push too far, doesn't want to maybe give away that gun, and yeah, for NRG, they're happy to take their prize and move on to the next round. So what started out pretty interestingly and pretty well for Paper Rex kind of falls apart there as FiNESSE able to survive with that Spectre and get 3 kills.
See if they can manage it. As for now, heavy presence into mid from NRG. 3 players cutting over towards ardiis. Looks like he's going to be joining them. Thought maybe he was going to go pushing through the doors. As Forsaken is up top, but FiNESSE just tucked in behind.
They suspect it. With that poison cloud there, you know that it's pretty likely that somebody might have snuck in there. Flash is confirming that at least there's a presence somewhere near that door. And the orb goes back up and FiNESSE goes back out. And NRG going to be taking their time. Going to be really trying to figure out where all the pieces of Paper Rex are. And for sure, they know that Daveeys is over at B. They've got that. And so they don't want to mess with that Sky utility too much. Maybe try to put some pressure on CGRS. Maybe see if you can find him, take him down, see if you can kind of, pick on a little bit on the inexperience of the player. I would, if I was NRG, I'd try to see if I could maybe make him crumble a little bit.
He's gonna need to be big here. As his attack gets ready to come through. They do have the stars set up. Alarm bot is getting pulled forward. Drop down. ardiis looking to try to clear out dugout. Will get taken out. mindfreak with a nice headshot as cgrs looks to hold the stairs. mindfreak with another. Victor gonna be gone. So far it's looking clean and the time is just dwindling. 12 seconds. This stab here from FiNESSE off the flank. Would need to be absolutely monstrous to try to get them into a plant position, but instead he will fall. 78 HP. Som just looking to back away. See if he can get anything off. Some over-aggression here from the side of PaperX, but it's going to be a flawless.
Not too far away from that Viper's pit or those Seekers.
Playing forward again, though. Here's PaperX. Forsaken tucked back, spotting ardiis. Dashes away. Jinggg, however, does swing out from that side. Cubby catches Som. Now without their harbor, and we're talking about how rough it was for PaperX. When you're trying to attack this B site, it's going to be just that much. This is rough, I should say, for NRG now. The rest of the round. Victor holding the corner. cgrs going for the ego swing. Just a little bit of back and forth, but a great bite out from FiNESSE will flush Jinggg into the open, and crashies takes him down.
Yeah, this is good work here by cgrs. He's got that alarm bot still to play off of.
Seekers online.
Yeah, exactly. crashies able to find that kill, getting into those Seekers. Now they can use this. A Trailblazer is going to find Victor.
Snowed in. Tries to tuck into the corner, but cgrs fast on the chase. Gets up over the top, finds that headshot through. There's ardiis. This is really anticipating that Forsaken was going to be close on the low ground. crashies, though, swinging around from behind, starting to rush forward. Decide the turn. They identify now. They absolutely know that he's here. Daveeys will win out on the fight. crashies going to be taken out. Forsaken finding ardiis, and now it's just FiNESSE left standing. And even though they're stacked up, he just can't even drag the...
We've got Jingg's running back. So that's, what, 5? Is that right?
Oh, boy. Flashes out. Som with that hero rifle, putting it to good use. Heals coming through. crashies keeping him nice and healthy, and yeah, Jinggg does get eliminated nice and early. Talking about being willing to take those aim duels. And Jinggg now gone. It's up the team significantly, but okay, I don't want to watch Daveeys. I want to see mindfreak. Comes up with 2 right there. Now Daveeys cutting across, just sprays it down, managing to find 2 quick kills for himself. Pop flash not going to connect, gets up close and personal, runs out of bullets, and FiNESSE with a recovered Vandal will be able to put him down. Brings us into a potentially winnable position, but does he get the read that they are behind him? Seems like the answer is yes. Getting flashbacks to
so
Buzz in this
smart.
very position. Nothing, no pressure from the front. Goes for the Jinggg. Forsaken will be able to push the corner and finish him up before he can draw that weapon down.
Reads the rotation, reads the lurk. So brilliant. Now Forsaken with that op. And
All on his lonesome.
Oh boy.
Is it just a timing shot? Flash goes in. He's been playing this position, or Jinggg has been, rather. It's okay, just up drafts, takes still a nasty bit of damage. Daveeys not too far away, but see, Forsaken wanted to get himself wrapped around into the back of Hall to be able to still repeat this one. Just sends out a blind shot through the wall, hoping for a straight connection. Heals now. Attempting to come through. A little bit closer. The Reckoning is going to be invested. Nebula's getting popped. Jinggg trying to avoid the stun, rushes up, run it back. Was at the ready, so snaps over to the use point. Is Forsaken. I mean, it's just shot after shot. He says, eventually I got to get one right. The one time he hit a jackpot on the casino, and he's just going to keep going for it now. Dumping all of his bullets until he's got nothing left. ardiis looking to hold. Swap over onto the Phantom. Forsaken going to be good for 1. crashies staving off Jinggg. Flash over into tunnel. Not going to find anything, though, as cgrs will pick up Som. 2 members left standing now, as mindfreak is on the back end. Just trying to pinch from the side of this pit, and yep, he's going to be able to do so as soon as Forsaken goes down. mindfreak just gets the bang through the screen. FiNESSE pushes out of the pit. Will get taken down. They'll get onto the spike for the defuse, and that is going to be paper.
If he finds kills, great. But he's happy to die every round and just keep getting more and more run it backs if necessary. If his team is winning, totally fine.
Forsaken was ready to play anti-flash, but didn't go deep enough.
Get out of my
Popped
way.
behind the wall as, ooh, does take that knife to the shoulder. ardiis nearly clipping his head. Nothing spotted. The drop down. Drops in, the right click goes across. FiNESSE piling in as well. They'll be able to flush him out. Swing in. cgrs Everett with a quick pick. Does take out 1 at point blank range, so Victor going to be gone to trade out, however, on the Killjoys. And now the man advantage in for the side of NRG, not wanting PaperX to be able to take this lead. Curveball through. Jinggg trying to find Som, but Som strikes him down. Now it's all on Daveeys and mindfreak. 2 of the veterans here on the squad. Daveeys coming away with 1. Swing out. FiNESSE getting the other mindfreak again approaching from B main. He's running out of time. Nebula goes up the wall as well. Some tucking into the corner, looking to try to hold this one to half, and they will just be able to spray him down. Thrifty win comes through.
Back up. And now they're gonna shuffle the flashes back over for Paper Rex, and Jinggg is good for one.
He's good for one, but that's about it. So they still do lose him, but that's gonna be entry power taken away. As the Trailblazer does go ahead and take a quick little peek, a glance back. Divine now in a rough position. You've got nothing really to try to bail him out of this spot. The bite doesn't go deep enough to find the kill, but his supporting power in CGRS is appalling. As he tries to exit, he will also get struck down. Forsaken swinging around, gets himself situated on the site, but I mean, mindfreak's been doing this round over round, so now they're very much anticipating that this back flank is going to be coming through. Turret has to be cleared up. Looks like he's still going to stay here in this position. They could just rush him. It looks like that's going to be the call. Oh, yep. Building quite a bit.
Well, now that they know where both players are, they can swing all the way back over to A if they so choose here. Forsaken just planting himself down long B, watching it through. mindfreak continuing to settle towards the double doors in mid. Yeah, but all four members of NRG.
I mean, they just have to be conceding this.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, take the A site, plant it, let the spike go off. We're just going to be holding on to things. You know, you have that operator in hand. You want to be able to carry that over. Have that extra bit of oomph. Especially now, you know, knowing that NRG has one of their own. Spike will just be planted. Paper X will concede. So we got a little bit of time. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the beginning of this round. I mean, again, it's changes from both teams. Paper X trying to push space early, trying to see if they can punish some of these aggressive push-outs that NRG has been doing out of B main. And Jinggg, yeah, he's good for one, but then Daveeys gets cornered in the cubby and gets eliminated here by some great utility usage from NRG. And then, of course, like you pointed out, you know, they're prepared for the lurks from mindfreak this time. I would have liked to have seen maybe, it's hard to say for sure, Forsaken was being so aggressive with this op. You know, he was pushing all the way in towards site, and then he rotated back. Probably wise to, you know, to the situation, wanted to keep the op in play for the next round. But, you know, really setting up for a crunch there was Paper Rex. They just couldn't quite execute it. And then again, they can really abuse this space with all these smokes that they have. The flashes to clear. That one even gets Forsaken full blind.
Yeah, it looked like he didn't quite think it was going to pop where it did. You know, has to back away. The Trailblazer rushing in. Instead of CGRS, and Forsaken finds a quick pick. So I'm going to be taken down. Just given the way that he's been playing, given what that Harbor util can give you, absolutely such a high value target to be found by Forsaken. Just a glimpse there of Victor, but just not quite fast enough to be able to get the punish. Has to now back away as the lockdown comes through, narrowly avoids that one turn on the flash, almost has the lineup, gets the dash back available, manages to make his exit. Daveeys puts that Bulldog to get used, taking down FiNESSE. Victor in the meantime, catching CGRS, oh, but it's ever so whiffy, and CGRS stabilizes before Victor can. ardiis will get Forsaken to find a kill in the round, but the op will be scooped back up by Paper X into their welcoming arms, and that brings them now within one.
And I like the change here from Paper X, identifying that they need to give Forsaken some backup. Of course, it helps when Forsaken's hitting some great shots along the way.
I thought he was gonna have a clat there.
I did too. That was absolutely nasty, but Daveeys on point with that Bulldog. CGRS kind of getting away with one, but hey, you'll take those lucky situations when you're giving them.
It happens.
It does. Happens to everybody.
I mean, there's going to be people in the chat who are calling it out and saying, but that's how you guys aim most of the time. That's just a one-off.
They wouldn't be wrong.
Anyway, into the round, Forsaken again, really looking to up the aggression. Trailblazer through! The smoke dissipates, he pulls out the knives, he manages to find a second one before getting taken down. Again, somehow not getting collapsed. Either way, though, the two kills are going to get picked up, and that puts Paper X in with a man advantage. Big scout forward from mindfreak all the way over at A. Jinggg just goes for the jiggle, but the running back is available. He could go for the rush play as soon as they hear that spike committed to.
Daveeys one away from the Seekers as well. So if he can find a kill, he can make this retake really powerful.
He's going for it, the pit! Dropped in by FiNESSE, but Jinggg does catch him just fast enough. Victor, and then Jinggg just go ahead and shove it back, finds the second one, Jinggg. They'll trade it. The Killjoy's now going to be taken down, and that leaves ardiis in a 1v1. The full flash comes in. Jinggg will scoop a third kill here. The defuse will come through, and we are tied up 11-11 yet again. PaperX says, you are not getting an amazing way to kick things off as ardiis just going to go for the double updraft here. Get the auto back in a moment. Just looking for a target. Instead, Jinggg says, you know what? I want a 10th ult in this game. I don't know what the count is at. Obviously, it's significant. There we go. So now it's just going to be 2 charges away from having that one at the ready. Still going to be humping around over in A main alongside mindfreak. They might just get to do battle here against Victor and FiNESSE. Starting to swing in. Jinggg just trying to play this as patiently as he can, but it's a decent amount of damage there off the bite. Doesn't have the hot hands to heal. Sends out the flash. FiNESSE gonna be good for it. Victor good for the other. 2 players taken down. Great punish here from NRG, shutting down the aggression as ardiis gets up over the top, but Daveeys is just not ready for it at all. Swing out now into the back sight. ardiis did displace Forsaken out of secret. Swaps around on the weapon and catches Forsaken, snipes him out of the air. cgrs with 12 HP. Will get taken down. It's just Psalm to die as NRG will lock in map point.
Stay alive. Maybe get a little deep. Hot hands. Keep ardiis at bay, trying to buy some space here.
Getting the orb.
Yep, to get the run it back.
2 ults available. Crashies with the Seekers. No one else really close by.
Here.
Forsaken just going to be backing away. Throws down a ping in Art. So it's suspecting that that little wrap around that flank is going to be coming in, but ardiis catches mindfreak off guard. Smokes and gravity wells now taken out of their hands. A Seeker let loose. Forsaken with the Guardian. Clearing one out. Crashies now looking to push into him, and he instantly gets the headshot. Down 2 members. ardiis tucked on around here in the corner. Jinggg somehow wins out that fight, and that's where they run it back. Sends out the flash. Not spotting anything else. Snaps back over in the dugout. Is Daveeys? Does he read this one? The answer is yes. FiNESSE going to be taken down on the flank. Now a 3v3 with a lockdown still in play here for cgrs, but he needs to win out this fight. The timing. Have they noted each other? Looks like the answer is absolutely yes. And wisely, cgrs pulls away. Just looking to hold the door. In the meantime, Victor, Psalm, advancing forward. The flash comes in. The wall goes up. Daveeys gets in front of this. But 20 seconds without a flash, without any other util. Spots one, gets the transfer! Daveeys finds 3, and suddenly it's on crashies to try to avoid going into overtime. The flash connecting, Daveeys with a 4K! 12-12, we continue. Mind, or the mastermind. And no closer to finding out. As Victor just taking a little shoulder shot there from Jinggg. He's looking for that nice and early pick. Not found. Off the back of that, it's going to be a full rotate out of B main here from PaperX. Now turning their sights towards A, but this double creep up here. Psalm and ardiis could find impact. Jinggg going to be the first one to fall. cgrs still looking like he wants to fight. He forced the dash out. The wall goes up. Trailblazer to try to chase there. Doesn't get the tag. Crashies in the meantime, just jiggling back and forth, looking over towards Art, but now looks like he's going to start rotating around. Maybe into flowers, perhaps, or wants to check for water.
God, and that's one of those situations where that harbor utility is so valuable for NRG, and why it's so difficult for PaperX on this attacker side. And these attacker side rounds are going to be so critical for PaperX. If they can convert one, you got to feel their chances are good, but FiNESSE hasn't seen him yet. He has no idea.
Oh, and that is going to be a rude awakening. Psalm as well, taken down at the same time on the opposite side of the map. 3v4, NRG trying to win this one out. Victor, though, just eating damage from every which way that he tries to turn. And now he might get timing from behind if Forsaken decides to swing the corner. He has not. In the meantime, crashies, fallen, Daveeys gets Victor, and ardiis arrives. They know exactly where he's at. 16 seconds of plant coming down. It's out into the open. Daveeys, he needs to reposition for this one. mindfreak trying to get out here. No, they just take the fight to him. The spike plant be damned. They say this is over.
Now, again, everybody's contributing. cgrs continues to play phenomenally. And FiNESSE getting pushed aggressively by Jinggg. He has to hightail it out of here. All the utility, the Nano Swarm's gonna do a ton of damage to ardiis on the way in.
ardiis looking to flush him out. We'll be able to find a mindfreak. Dead nice and early here. ardiis not worked too low, but the healing's still gonna be coming through. Crashies putting him back to 100. Also taking a forward position that will be scouted very quickly. Flash around the corner, answering flash out. Crashies completely dodges that. Cloudburst in, Forsaken swings, finds 2 before getting taken out by Psalm. And that brings it now back to parity. A 3v3, Som, if you can get one more, the ult would be online. It's gonna be Victor who takes away that kill. Som tagged up just a bit, raises the wall, tap onto the spike. Jinggg trying to hold this one a half, tucks back around the corner, but now he's all on his lonesome, throws at the curveball, doesn't know which way to look. FiNESSE will find the final two to tie it up at 13-13.
Love the play here from NRG. Love the aggression against Paper Rex. Just keep them guessing, just like they do to you all the time. And oh, ardiis.
Forsaken dealt with very swiftly. Not ready for that angle at all. Fully anticipating the pressure to be applied elsewhere, just given that smoke setup. The rest of Paper Rex now creeping their way over towards B, but it's a triple stack for the side of NRG. cgrs still just an age away. Just poking his head out into Art at the moment. Ardiis behind the screen. A bite thrown down. And that's just trying to stave them off for the time being. They're spraying through. They really suspect that somebody's going to be here. They do knock him down to 64 HP. Swings out of the corner, goes into the nano swim for a brief little moment. It's going to be the blaze wall from Jinggg to take him down. Of all things, just so much thrown his way and no great escape route. And now that is going to be both teams without their jets. The round completely cracked open. cgrs on the flank. He's made it all the way through into their spawn. And he could be instrumental. He's tucked away into the corner. crashies at the same time, though. Looking to backstab. The swing in. He's playing it out patiently. There's one. There's two. Jinggg in the meantime finds one on the opposite side, but Som comes up with eliminations. The spike grabbed. mindfreak. Can he exit fast enough? The answer is going to be no. The reckoning at the ready. Instantly invested. A 1v1 to see who can take this now to map point. cgrs. The stand-in. He knows he needs to rush this down. He needs to play for the kill. There's not enough time to go for the plan. He's swinging around the corner, and he manages to get into the breach. Four-man rush taking A main control. Orb can be theirs on the side of NRG. Playing quite far back here is Paper Rex. mindfreak as well. Not looking to get situated into that dugout position. Has been flushed out by ardiis so many times before, so yeah. Lets it go over his way. Some answering spam. Just minor connection. Flash through. They're playing anti though. cgrs and Daveeys hold the line. In the meantime, spike going to be planted within the cove. Back over onto the side. Jinggg wins on the fight. Victor going to be taken down. Suddenly it's just FiNESSE and Som left standing. He's trying to spray him, but he just falls down. Forsaken will get the last one. And it is a flawless round for Paper Rex to take it. 15.
Initially expecting some contact out of C is NRG, but instead, everybody just holding pat for Paper Rex. They don't want to push through. You know, Forsaken actually over on the A side with the trips on opposite sides of the A site itself. It's going to be the setup for them.
And with those, though, not going to be able to slow them up too much, because it's going to be a very long rotate for three players on the side of Paper Rex.
And I'll be curious what the situation looks like here for Paper Rex when NRG, if NRG comes through onto A with that toxic screen going up, pings coming out, orb potentially going to be taken as well. Forsaken just needs to kind of hold the line here, play his life, don't go down, get the rest of Paper Rex in. And yeah, it's fast reinforcements for PRX.
And towards the back of the side. Spike still not being brought in quite just yet, though. They say, okay, we think that we pulled the rotations. Now they're going to try to cut over towards B, but there's three players waiting here. And as the Dizzy goes out and answering nade, they just try to usher them back over towards A, and it has worked out. mindfreak. Center sight, sees one. Victor swings and gets both. Takes him down. Forsaken. mindfreak now going to be gone. ardiis as well. Hovering back over towards Rubble. Takes out Jinggg, gets the tink across. Daveeys going to fall, runs out of bullets, still manages to break line of sight. And now cgrs, what else he could do is pick up a kill here, try to get an extra little charge towards that threat.
Free enough, and we can get in through there. Paper Rex now trying to push aggressively up behind the rocks. Swarming over towards the C site.
Nothing noted, but yeah, pretty much nobody within audio range of this one either, so quick rotate. Can't come through, but they're very much sussing out that the C site is going to be occupied by this point. There's a sheriff in the hands of Daveeys, a shorty there for Jinggg. See if they can get any damage done. As for now, it's looking like Jinggg is going to go pushing up towards Waterfall, but that is being watched by crashies with that Spectre at range. A little bit whippy. I mean, some nice headshots in the first round there from ardiis, but can't quite line it up. mindfreak gets the better of him. Dizzy out, FiNESSE able to clear it fast enough. Is Forsaken will get taken out. cgrs pushes through, will find Som. It's instantly dealt with, and I mean, if you're Jinggg, it's just, what do you do? You're in such a bad spot. Unless they're going to come to you, which it looks like Victor is thinking about. They're gonna have a rough time, but yep, gets a little bit of timing there as Jinggg wants to just swing on the corner. Daveeys with a nice shot. Will make this somewhat costly. 3 players taken out on the side of NRG. As he looks for a little bit more, gets Victor to boot. And that's some decent impact found here from the side of Paper.
For NRG. Not going to catch any of that Cypher utility off the rip just yet.
I mean, he's just going to go ahead and rotate around the backside of the site here. He's watching the cam. Victor ready for it, clears it out, so no dart's going to be found. And the Trailblazer will help clear out some of these trap wires that are set up. Certain where he is located. Just waiting this out. Some TP's over into the corner. Some spray down, and Forsaken will be able to find one for his troubles. Puts a little bit of extra damage down to the crashies as well. Pulls back lower sight. And oh boy, it's just gonna be Odin things, huh? Forsaken with 3. crashies now trying to hold the line. They're swinging into 4. Is he really gonna get an ace with the Odin here in round number 3? Nanoswarm invested. Ardiis trying to hold the line. cgrs is gonna be taken out, and of course he gets it!
To clear out his utility of his own, and just unbelievable.
And crashies hero rifle invested. One off having those seekers online. Ardiis in the meantime, given the early impact found, as well as that last little kill onto cgrs, does get him a lockdown. FiNESSE has already taken enough space to potentially get a very nice setup to flush out that A site.
They're all,
well.
This is 6 in a row. Hold on.
That it is.
I'm starting to tally.
Okay, we'll see how high that goes. Still advancing forward, though. Hero rifle is recovered, and Victor puts it to good use. Finds mindfreak. Spike now getting planted. Nade coming through, lands right at Victor's feet. Gets around the corner just fast enough. The Void getting taken out by it. Jinggg now eliminated. And they're starting to turn this one on its head. Forsaken going to fall. Daveeys as well, taken out. Now it's just cgrs, and the Odin is in the hands of Som. He says, yep, I could use this as well. Ardiis just playing contact off the turret. Makes his presence known. Nanoswarm not cleared out. And with no money, cgrs just going to have to drift away, you would expect. Perhaps just waiting to see if he can get anybody on the exit, but they're not going to be coming towards him, at least not yet. No, the back off. They'll move back over towards the attacking side. cgrs will go his separate way. It's going to be NRG, not allowing for the tie-up to come through. 3-1. The Bulldog from cgrs. Triple presence just outside of Mound here. Of course, the C side. cgrs just going for the jiggle peaks. Hasn't any of the utility yet, and Som just one-taps him with that Guardian. Absolutely monstrous. The site completely open. And Cypher setup as well. Not here.
Look at FiNESSE.
There's nothing to delay them as Victor goes jumping forward. Showstopper out, gets the catch. Forsaken cannot exit fast enough, and this is a fantastic adjustment here from NRG. Off the back of just that one tap. Very perfect read, and now just 3 players left. Daveeys can upgrade to the Bulldog. Do they try to play this one out versus 5? They know that that lockdown is also going to be available, so it seems like they just want to try to hold these weapons as much as possible. FiNESSE lingering on the outskirts here, will get taken down. Force Jinggg to buy some armor, but they cannot get that elimination. Now Bulldog can be upgraded.
Yeah, it's still just a really good reaction again from NRG. You just find that opening pick, and then you just kind of punish the space that PaperX likely has given up.
And whether it was a kill or that death that he just suffered, FiNESSE now has that pit at the ready, so if they can get early control of the site, just look to completely lock PaperX out of it. Tap on the door. It's a bit of a bait here. Seeing if he can spot anybody over towards Rubbles. Shots do ring out.
Screen down.
Screen goes down, cgrs not looking to push past Mound and get himself into a really aggressive position, it would seem. Just holding back, wary that they might shift their attention from the A site over towards C.
Now you've got Jinggg rotating in here. They're still expecting this A hit, and with that camera there to confirm, NRG still has time to pull back. They don't have to fully invest themselves in this just yet. FiNESSE putting some attention towards that door. The Trailblazer in there. It's going to be dealt with. Yeah.
Bite across, seeing what he can find. Shot sprayed in, reopen on the door, Forsaken. not really wanting to stay in this position. Gets that full flash, has to back away. Another follow-up flash comes in. He swings on the corner, throws out that near ult depth, the door, again swinging. He's gonna try to stay alive, waiting for the download to complete. Gets it tucked into the corner, finds the second one, looks for the third, can't make it happen. ardiis cleans him up. Now the lockdown gonna be invested. Over at the tree, Jinggg swings out, however, gets the timing on a finesse. Finishes him off, goes to jump across, gets himself into stairs. Still needs to exit though. Sam and ardiis both tagged up. See how they try to approach this one. Boombot to clear close, has to be taken down. An ardiis drops to the low ground, sends out a nano just to try to delay. Sam over a drop, finds Jinggg, brings it back into a 2v2. cgrs though will be good for the last two. Cleans it up.
As well in the back pocket for Jinggg.
Flash in, finesse, fully anticipating that mindfreak is going to be rotating over. He's absolutely rewarded. Gets that kill. mindfreak gone nice and early, and crashies can bring him back to full. So healing will come in. ardiis going to be receiving the orbs, trying to get that next lockdown ready.
Look at the way PaperX is already shifting towards this C side, and now you got to deal with his Odin again.
Surely he can't get an ace again. You have to be thinking. Nate to try to cut him off into the back. Cancel on the TP. Cam goes out. He's trying to get that dart across onto Victor. Didn't manage to make the connection in time, though. Now the pit is going to be invested from FiNESSE. They try to make this as unassailable as possible. Oh, the showstopper goes out. It takes him low, but it doesn't find the eliminations. crashies and Victor both tagged up. Nano Swarm the Thrash now dealt with on the back end. Dizzy as well goes through. A nice flash, gets that full blind. They look to swing around the side of Mound. Fight using that Trailblazer, but they know that he is close. And now he's the last one standing. His full flash to crashies will be able to set up for the kill. FiNESSE with a 4K in the
kills.
Boombot goes off. Jinggg, just blinded out. Meets the damage. Does have the Sky nearby. Healing comes through, but again, it's going to be Forsaken all on his lonesome this time with that Marshal in hand, trying to stave off 5 players from the side of NRG who are not being very ambiguous, very secretive about their intentions. Rush over towards A. Trailblazer might have even spotted him. Up on the high ground, he drops down and just can't quite get those shots to connect. Victor wins it out. Satchel thrown, paint shells. He's on the opposite side. Just looking to try to deny that plan, but it comes through all the same. 5 members strong here on the site. ardiis with a little bit of a linger. Over towards Link doors. Jinggg sends him swinging into the spray, taken down. Double approach on the back, and FiNESSE is cut. Even just yesterday versus TL. Turn on the flash. cgrs and Forsaken taking a very forward position here around B, which has been, for the most part, very much ignored. Daveeys on the opposite side, though. Oh, it's going to be eliminated. Into the meat grinder they go. NRG just mincing PaperX. Forsaken trying to get something done. Swaps weapons, but Sam privy to it. Instantly domes him, and it just feels like we're going to go from one flawless to the next. NRG looking absolutely unstoppable here on this attack.
And they have a minute to go hunting for mindfreak.
Yeah.
Here. They have all the time in the world. They don't need a plant. They just need to find him. They want to do this damage. The economy of PaperX is once again in the gutter. So certainly just get what you can out of this.
Yep, grab the orbs. Grab every orb you possibly can.
Yeah.
Take everything off the map, pick it clean. Paranoia, not sure if that actually connected. Oh, it did! FiNESSE, not having the audio cue. Does get taken down. It seems like mindfreak actually feeling it. Maybe wants to try to play this one out. He's going on the push. Sam setting up a smoke. mindfreak looking to match. Shells just to try to dissuade.
Cover going out.
Second smoke now used, but how do you even remotely clear this one? Victor spotted the headshot through, 6 HP. The spray almost good for it. If he can win this one out, maybe that would put him into a winnable position here, as crashies also at 20 health, but the time is dwindling. Eventually it seems like mindfreak just gonna have to give up on the venture. Still though, the hunt coming in. Sam hounds him down, does not allow him to carry that weapon forward.
Save enough for another buy into the next round. FiNESSE here, just looking to see, get all the information he can. PaperX gonna sneak mindfreak into the back of rubble.
Drifting back over towards this one. mindfreak up on top. Could catch them off guard. Ball raised. cgrs seeing the shoulder. So much pressure here on this Omen now. mindfreak gonna micro out that smoke. Sam throwing the paranoia, but it's not even needed. FiNESSE again cuts him down in the very same position. Major boon for them here in the round.
And both times that Paper X has tried to sneak mindfreak into that position behind Rubble, it's been read and dealt with by NRG. I mean, they completely have Paper X figured out on this map. They have got their tendencies so well read.
Well, it didn't take very long for them either, just given that we saw this just yesterday. Great prep work as Forsaken is unready for that. Absolutely unprepared. Rush onto the corner, Divide out, gonna be forced away with the paint shells. The plant coming down onto the B site as NRG once again pivot. Daveeys starting to creep up, Stinger in hand. Might be, oh. Okay, turns his attention. Thought maybe he had gotten Victor there. Jinggg will be able to finish him off at the end. And a 1v3. Nano at his feet. We'll grab the Phantom to see if he can get some more done. Nano cleared, but some off on that hard right angle.
Hey, buddy.
No. Man, just twisting the knife deeper and deeper with every single round. It's Forsaken again, Odin in hand over on the C site. They're starting to push up towards his position. All 5 members making their way towards Mound. But now there's a lockdown to try to flush him out. Turret gonna be set up just to give some early warning in case that flank does come in from behind. Trailblazers set out. Lockdown now invested. Forsaken looks like he wants to stay. He wants to try to shove them out of this. Catch anything before the lockdown does go through. Gets the dink through the wall. Looks for FiNESSE. Can't get anything more. Crashies down to 17, and yet again it's going to be the pit coming through. As Victor pulls the showstopper. He's thinking about how far does he want to go. We'll just have to send this one out blindly, but no one there to receive it. TP now out into Paper X's spawn. Som looking to backstab. Paranoia out, mindfreak. Caught off guard. ardiis on the opposite side of the mount finds that kill. Som getting closer and closer now. Gun at the ready, swing in, Jinggg. Just does out aim him a little bit there. Finds the kill. 3 players can back away, but again, the umpteenth time, this is Paper X having to save. And Victor will not allow it. And Daveeys falling. Looks like Victor will volunteer to go on the hunt. See if he can get anything else. Jinggg says no, but still an immense amount.
Sitting there, holding on Jinggg.
Over the top, sends it, finds one. Some going to be taken down. Victor at 10 HP as well. Meanwhile, cgrs trying to swing out on the opposite side. Does fall down at the end of it all as mindfreak just caught. FiNESSE just holding W, gets himself inched up into A, and mindfreak just trying to micro some smokes out there. Ends up falling, gets FiNESSE, or FiNESSE gets Forsaken as well. Forsaken gets FiNESSE is what I was trying to say there. And this is looking so incredibly good for the side of NRG. A 10-2 half, even with Paper X on their attacking side, that just feels nigh impossible to recover from.
Yeah, once again, I mean, these lurks from FiNESSE, time and time again, finding value for NRG. He's just so smart about it, and mindfreak just looking to throw some smoke somewhere. Not even a little bit ready. Jinggg gonna try to do what he can.
Last player standing.
See if he can get anything done.
Now he's the last man standing. Spotted, finds one. Somehow needs to isolate every single one of them, cannot make it happen. FiNESSE.
Yeah, this is just classic NRG. Drop the first map and then just come back so strong for the follow-up. The resilience from this team, we saw it against Liquid, you're seeing it here again. Just absolutely brilliant stuff. A lot of utility from the side of Paper X. The Trailblazer, the Dizzy, making sure that the site is clear. You're gonna use the wingman to cut through the nano and not get the plant.
ardiis able to spam it out. cgrs moves over, just picks up the wingman. Spike in the hands of Forsaken at the moment. Forsaken, you're rushing forward, my friend. Finds one, helps find a second one, but now he's gonna follow his crashies. Comes up with 2, ardiis gets the other.
DDG, the wingman was able to get some really important moments. But here, NRG, once again, not having any of it.
Flashing an 8 out, but NRG just making the read, knowing that this force is going to be coming through and that it's going to be, the site's turned over towards the C site here. cgrs does not have the spike in his hand. So cannot go for the wingman plant now, can try to invest that one. The nano swarm's already committed here from ardiis. As the smokes dissipate. Flash set into the back, they're looking for the aggressive push. Jinggg gonna be able to find two. ardiis and FiNESSE gonna be cleaned up. Victor on the opposite side. Takes out mindfreak. Nade comes their way though for the delaying. This waterfall push coming in. Daveeys looks to go aggressive. The turn into the corner. cgrs finding one, then taken down. It's an absolute bloodbath. That Jinggg will barely be able to win out on.
Link there. And just eventually able to be cut down. You know, again, being so aggressive towards this space is PaperRex. And NRG, pretty aware of it. But even if you know it's coming sometimes, you can't stop PaperRex. With WK Gaming does have some effect. A lot of utility here. Oh my god, this man.
Yeah, the spray through Jinggg. Getting ripped apart a bit there. The healing has to come through. Daveeys just getting him back into a stable position as the door gets opened up and they're going to start pivoting their way into B. crashies nearby. Jinggg just going to be waiting for that door to get broken down. Meantime, Forsaken wins out the fight against FiNESSE. cgrs putting a little bit of damage down across onto Som, knocks him to 62. With this plant position, it seems like PaperRex should be all right to go ahead and close this out.
Yeah, this is really nicely done here by PaperRex. They get the camera into B early from Forsaken.
It's just a call to die to the spike.
Yeah. And then they fan out to cover the wingman plant. Able to cut off the link angles. Really nicely handled. Just a good adjustment here, not pressing the issue. You know, sometimes that does hurt PaperRex. Everybody now is taking some parting shots. ardiis maybe looking for something with this Spectre on the back end.
And anything he finds here is an immense amount of value. Swings out, catches one, looks for another, gets cgrs before Daveeys can finish him off.
But still just barely able to get a rifle by here.
Cam goes out. 4-player stack at A, but quick rotate, quick pivots here from NRG. Starting to get a sense of, okay, you know what, they want to go C. Paranoia across, ardiis forced all the way back out of the site. You know, swarms used. cgrs just going to be holding down for the plant. Now has the ult online. Showstopper out as well. Jinggg on the hunt. Ult goes in. Does catch FiNESSE, but he's got plenty of covering fire, and no one wants to pursue that deep just to try to find one little kill. PaperRex just stay here like statues, not making any noise, not moving an inch, just waiting to try to catch NRG, lure them into the trap. Triple approach now coming through from Waterfall. Som, no HP, but somehow wins on that fight. cgrs now trying to hold the line, catches one, Jinggg catches two, and cgrs will find the third.
Early pushes around the corners from NRG. Their utility doesn't catch PaperRex too much in that previous round.
Paranoia out, they're looking at the challenge here around Mound. Flash is decent, but Jinggg, it dissipates. He manages to find the shot. FiNESSE now falling. Good damage on the Jinggg, but just not enough to finish the kill, so Daveeys, after scooping the orb, getting the Seekers online, will go ahead, put him back to 100 HP. Well, ardiis, as well as Victor, thinking about an approach from behind, but Forsaken is prepped for this. He's got the trap wire set up. Jinggg, in the meantime, does get finished off.
I've got your trail.
The Seekers are going to be committed here, all the same. Dizzy not spotting long enough to try to find that blind. crashies, however, still will get flushed out. Forsaken picking him up as the plant can now come through. ardiis now gone. Som just waiting to see what he can do. It's not too much time remaining, though. Has to back off. The mosh just to send them out. Seems like they still are very suspicious about that position, and Victor likely just going to be waiting to see if anyone aggressively pushes out towards Waterfall in the exit. Try to maybe find a gun. Som, though, catching Forsaken right as he turned around. And there's potential here for mindfreak as well. The chest shot takes them down. Som, with 3 kills, grabs the Vandal. Looks like he wants to challenge this one. He's thinking about it. cgrs just staying tucked into the corner. He says, at the very least, you know what? Maybe I can finish you off. Jump up over the top. Victor will be able to get the kill, so everybody dead on the side of PaperRex, but NRG cannot get that round win. Economic damage dealt, not allowing for PaperRex.
Probably considering maybe seeing if he can get away with this orb for free if maybe the C lean stopped for PaperRex. For now, they're continuing to contest that space, but it is the change here for PaperRex. It's going to be Forsaken, starting to lurk towards the other side of the map.
crashies playing back, though, watching this angle. He's with a knife out. No, okay. Didn't quite see him the first time around. Does take a good amount of damage. Forsaken now just tapping the door. breaking the other. Trailblazer does get the stun, does get some damage across. Dart will just go ahead and connect as he destroys the camera, removes it. Everybody else now from Paper Rex arriving over here towards A. Som waiting at the connector, and Forsaken doesn't clear the angle wide enough. Ends up getting taken down. Paranoia now going to be sent through. As they looked for the attempt at the rush play there to try to hound him out.
Plant should come down. NRG now starting to ready up for this retake. Again, that lockdown.
3 players stacked up. Surely this cannot find value. Surely they should be able to destroy it. Tries a hug against the wall, sends it out. Not going to be getting the stun. It's not going to be recoverable either. Daveeys noting finesse though. Gets the headshot, gets the kill. Now they have to be worried about that threat coming out of the B site and potentially behind, but right now they're focused up on the site itself, knowing that they zone them out with the lockdown. Tap onto the spike, the boom bot cleared. They know that one is going to be over here in tree. ardiis spamming through, finds the kill, looks to try to go for the hold, but ardiis comes up with a second. They're holding it through, revealed, drags across, finds one, cannot get the second. And with 3 members left standing, NRG.
Maybe just let that be. Continue to kind of create some chaos.
Hit now. Used over on C, and that's exactly where Paper Rex had their sights set. A little bit of damage here from Forsaken. As he cuts his way forward, but is he going to be ready for this one? No. Victor on the lurk, just outside of stairs. Comes up with the kill. Now door going to be opened up. It's looking like they're going to be pushing straight in to all this KJ util that ardiis has set up here on the B site. But to spam the Trailblazer to try to lead the way. Our alarm bot, Nanoswarm's going through. Jinggg is getting worked lower and lower, ends up falling. cgrs over, answering back 2 of his own, but now ardiis gets the buy. And it is all on cgrs to try to keep them in this map, but he cannot do it. 13-6, an absolutely gorgeous reply from
Push out A.
in we go. They're looking to pressure him out. It's going to be the ghost in hand, but Jinggg in range with the frenzy. Will be able to take him down. Heels coming across. The rest of the team widely getting ready to push in towards B. Forsaken setting up a wall, trying to make this a little bit more unassailable, but just going to look to push ahead. Get through that one. Pressure on the elbow. Forsaken backing off. Crashing lane going forward, suspecting that they were going to be looking to flush him out of there. Team now arrives. cgrs going to be the last one on this rotation over. They get sent. Forsaken tag down quite very low. Still gets the dingo to crashies. Setting up for potentially easier kills. Mindfreak will find finesse. Pushing forward towards the defending side. crashies cuts up, finds one. Jinggg from behind will get that kill. Victor will be good for another one, but hey, look, they can actually do it. Paper Rex take their first pistol round here at the start of map number 3.
And better late than never. I was hoping for it.
Oh, Marshall from Daveeys completely whiffs, splits the difference between 2 players. crashies falls up with a chest shot to go ahead and get the finishing blow. Flash now at the ready. cgrs trying to go for a little bit of timing there, but eats the full blind. There's the back off. Ping's coming down, and from here, I mean, NRG, they can play this just about however they want.
Oh,
Just like that, actually, Som just taking the fight and taking cgrs's head off. This is already pretty catastrophic. Rotation starting to come through. It's going to be mindfreak left alone over on that A site, and should NRG decide to pivot through the teleporter, it's going to be a bit of a long run. As Jinggg going to be noted, and Som, oh, he's so distracted. Som just gets another one. 2 kills now with a Marshall. The plant getting ready to come in. Forsaken wanting to push, but his own wall kind of working against him in that regard. Mindfreak around the back will gain control of Hookah, finding a single kill. Still 4 more to be dealt with, however. Taking their time.
Jeez.
Got the smoke off. Som sending one, but crashies is around the back. And it is
Off the back of some utility and gets punished for it. So some isolated plays here from Paper Rex cost them. Forsaken gonna go ahead, snatch up an orb, get some showers control, get closer to that rendezvous. Stinger for Daveeys, a couple shorties in the back pocket. Already crashies with the Seekers. Need some bailout. Look at how cautious NRG is playing this round. They are so worried that Paper Rex is going to throw some curveballs at you. They're going to try to get aggressive early in the round. Now they're
just backing away.
Yeah.
Takes a little bite there from the Trailblazer. Jinggg in the meantime, just hovering below Hookah, waiting for somebody to come leaping out of that one. Has that shorty in hand, but it looks like he might want to pivot around to the front. try to use this poison orb and smokes against them. Unless they push into him, it's still going to be quite challenging. There's a flash. Now goes satcheling forward. FiNESSE eventually able to go ahead and track him down. Gets a headshot, does get chipped away. Yeah, down to 42 HP. As the nade goes out, blind comes across, but cgrs and mindfreak both going to be dealt with. Daveeys able to find one, goes into the smoke. Victor eventually flushes him out. Now it's all on Forsaken. Up over the top of the box goes Victor, finds the kill as NRG.
2 rifles, 2 bulldogs for the side of NRG.
cgrs just rushing out. Won't be able to recover this dizzy. Flushes them over towards Forsaken for now, but he's all on his lonesome here on this A site.
This is just kind of a little bit interesting from Paper Rex, like this full flood out of B site and leaving Forsaken on his own. Like, if NRG just pulls the trigger there, they can just overwhelm him, but he's able to escape.
Now they have to give up lamps control as well, so Victor can play in a forward position. Getting him out of here could prove to be difficult. Granted, the paint shells are available from Jinggg, and it looks like after they're satisfied with the rotates, NRG make the call. FiNESSE again, looking for a bit of a masterclass like we saw from them versus Liquid just yesterday on Split. All coming up. Spike planted on the opposite side of it though, and ardiis still hovering here. Gets the headshot. cgrs going to be taken down as crashies stays tucked away in the back of sight. Takes advantage of the vulnerable out onto Jinggg. Forsaken, however, finds 2 quick kills. Finds himself a 3rd. Now the Reckoning available, and he's going to invest that immediately. A little bit of obfuscation, but there is going to be the ultimate. Orbital strike sent down. Forsaken trying to challenge. Finds the 4th kill. Now on for the ace. Is ardiis left standing, and Forsaken in round 3 on map number 2, now in round 4.
Let's see if they can capitalize on this. Going to be getting the showstopper available for Jinggg, and immediately just peeling back, taking showers control on the other side of the map. So right now, Paper Rex, full map control, doing a great job here, keeping NRG pinned in and just rotating Jinggg over towards lamps.
They tie it up, but they still a hell of a lot of work here for Paper Rex if they want to find a foothold. Need a clean round, because even then, NRG still have cash to try to work through. mindfreak thinking about going for this swing. ardiis gonna get the adjustment. Oh, it's an instant snap! Wow! What a shutdown! And the quick TP at the ready, just in case there was a follow-up as well. And that is what ardiis can deliver when he's on this chamber. Something that we haven't seen in quite some time, but frankly, one that people should be quite happy to see, just given the way, the level that he can play with this pick. Flashes out, and that's just tucked into the corner. The teleporter's still here as ardiis goes on a bit of a scouting mission. Forsaken now at risk of being caught.
30 seconds left.
I don't think Forsaken has any idea.
He's starting to stare
just
over.
turned.
He's worried about it. Obviously, they knew that ardiis was there before. Does he note it now? No. ardiis finds the perfect timing to strike right as the rotation was starting to come through. And speaking of rotations, NRG at it once again. Maximum use of these teleporters and FiNESSE ready for cgrs as the door opens up. Allowing them to tie, but not allowing them to gain the lead. NRG putting their foot down as Jinggg has to drift away from the A site. They will go ahead and overtake them once more.
Yeah, just great stuff here from ardiis. The patience there at showers, kind of just knowing that Paper Rex gets itchy and they want to come out, try to take some space off of all that time at the beginning of the round that they were given. And it's a good kind of exchange of utility over at Octagon, where they wanted to use that dizzy to get up and over towards the B teleporter and then follow it up again, kind of trying to combo with Daveeys here, RC, GRS, and him, and it worked yesterday. Today, NRG is very prepared for it. They use a snake bite and a flash of their own to make sure that Pape spins around the screen. The pinwheel of Daveeys.
For his sake, we'll hope that that's not him getting flushed down the drain.
Oof.
It's been a little bit rocky so far here, but an opportunity to try to find some stability.
A couple rifles, one of them in Jingg's hand on the other side of Hookah there. FiNESSE now gonna line up the smoke for in front of U-Haul. Okay.
Bot to check close, ardiis clearing that, backing away. As the wall comes up, Forsaken and mindfreak here on the site. Pop Flash in towards lamps. FiNESSE creeps forward. Forsaken very wisely is going to be wary of this. Just keeping it noted. Poison Orb going to get picked up, so we can go ahead and try to reposition that one. TP over. Daveeys joins in on this side of the map, sends out the Seekers. Bite. Just about at Forsaken's feet, but it's not quite close enough. Daveeys wins out the fight, takes down Victor. Spike now gets planted. The rush with the classic. At least forces him off of it, but Sam still wins the fight. The kill not going to be found. Man advantage here, very much so now for the side of NRG as Daveeys does get domed. Thrash going to be committed and everything, and now it's just going to be the full shift. Nearby, though, is Jinggg. Showstopper at the ready. Looking to catch one. Does find him. Spike now going to be dropped down onto the ground. Showstopper, and he's saying, you've got no time to work with. Sends out the Showstopper. Crashies going to be dead. Cleans up FiNESSE. And the round victory is in the hands of Jinggg.
He gets there just in time and plays it to perfection.
Well, for the first time in a very long time, we're going to be seeing that tour de force come through from ardiis. See what he can get done. For now, just sat outside the teleporter on the A side of the map. Starting to see if there's going to be any Shower's presence, but once again, it's just this Forsaken mindfreak duo widely paying attention. Over here towards short. Dizzy up over the top, not going to spot anything. Free pickup for cgrs. There's a monstrous amount of ults available for the side of NRG.
Yeah, and this time they're playing a little bit further forward with Daveeys off the back of that Dizzy to see if they could get somebody to bite. FiNESSE wisely sitting back. ardiis with that tour de force. Ooh.
Daveeys noted. Okay, Trailblazer will reveal just how close they are. The bite looking to force him back. Gets to read that Daveeys swung out on the side. Has to pull away though. Molly at his feet. It's Jinggg thinking about pushing out. Gets the instant headshot. Victor dealt with. Does he find more? He's looking for it. The swing. Sam
30 seconds left.
answers right back to keep it evened up at 4-4.
Now you got to keep yourself away from this tour de force. mindfreak sitting on his ult as well and just going to buy some time here off the back of these Seekers, knowing that they wanted to push. Cut them off momentarily.
ardiis finding one. Spike, however, still down. ardiis has to double back to try to grab it, and I don't think they're going to have the time. He makes his way into the cove, gets taken out, and Forsaken is good for another 3. As pert will take, but they're getting a read on this. They're just sending the reckoning, but Daveeys dazed up. Showstopper to try to chase them down. Forsaken will be able to find ardiis. The spot into the double kill. Just hugging each other into oblivion. Victor breaking open the round, and pert wanted to push the pace, but this completely falls flat.
Spike planted.
And as I call it, the Mobius strip of pert. The wild plays, the up and down swings of this team. It is a constant. FiNESSE takes a chunk of damage.
Got the fight to delay. mindfreak needs to be the one that really start finding something, but crashies up on the box is completely unexpected for him. He will fall. Forsaken now just going to see if he can get anything. Try to build up for that next reckoning, given the wasted commitment here in the round. Completely avoided and piloted well from the side of NRG.
I've never seen anything quite like that. Just that reckoning off the rip again, like you said, to try to deal with that showstopper.
I mean, they're trying to get, for now, tied up once more. Feeling a lot more like Pearl, where the teams were widely inseparable, just constantly pinging back and forth between one another.
They're completely ceding hookah control here. And NRG is starting to work their way in. Gonna use that Trailblazer to push some space. The Mosh to try to keep him safe. The High Tide coming up as well. Flash to confirm the presence. But with that High Tide, he's giving pert a little bit of time to shift Jinggg over here.
Flash in the garden, not seeing too much there. Daveeys trying to counter spray through and tagged up FiNESSE initially, but then does get worked lower and lower, down to 56 health for himself.
And immediately I start thinking, well, they might just TP here. With all that presence, you know there's at least 3 over here with the Boombot, with the Trailblazer, and with the Mosh Pit.
Time on their side, it's just going to be the sound cut. Start drifting over. Forsaken is playing up close, but looks like he's going to back away. He's playing around a tiny little gap that he had in that cascade. Looking for one. Oh, gets him. Confirms the spike presence as well. That looks for a little bit more. Can't quite adjust for Sam. It's a little bit of damage down, but doesn't get the kill. HP bars, however, still quite low. Nade out. Some has to drop down off the box. The jump forward, Victor into the corner, wins it out versus the Mind. mindfreak finally able to stabilize the aim, falls it for a second one. ardiis swinging out, mindfreak finds a third.
10 seconds left.
CGRS looking to push. Knows that he's around the corner and will be able to get finesse, and PaperX take that lead right back into their own hand.
Ooh.
Smoke down, ardiis just trying to spray through. Not much damage found by either side. Meantime, the push up, Forsaken caught unawares. They're going to be this far forward. Now they have to go for this full rotate. Do they play a ring around the rosy once again? Opt for the teleporters. The site is empty. It looks like they're going to commit to the plant here. Also invest the pit. Golds at the ready. The nade not quite getting the bounce that it's looking for to get in onto the plant spot, but cgrs finding one. As Victor gets himself situated up on top here of the two. FiNESSE down low. A single bullet would finish him off and drop that pit. See if they're going to be able to find it. For now, the wingman coming out with the molly. It's perfectly timed. They can't get it to half. Time dwindling down. FiNESSE, however, needs to try to hightail it out, but he's going to get clipped up. Orbital strike finishes them off, and a double orbital strike from Som. Answers back, and now it's all on mindfreak. Once more, the headshot. Noting his position, but he's running out of time. Som continuing the jiggle. mindfreak having to push it. 5 bullets. The time taken out. A 4K from mindfreak with a round victory. Goes to NRG. And we are tied up at 5-5. As crazy a plays that we know that he can pull off. He's starting to see it, but it's just not good enough to get them across the finish line there. So 5-5 inseparable could very well end up being a 6-6 half. Just maintain that ambiguity as far as who the hell is going to win this map.
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine at this point. Could have convinced me either way. cgrs is so far forward here towards market.
Needs to play up close. He's got that stinger in hand. No one else is splitting with ardiis, so there's not going to be an immediate reaction, but it looks like he is going to be suspecting this, but he's not prepared to win out of the fight. Daveeys as well, finding Som. cgrs is going to be taken out, though. They managed to trade this one back. A 3v3, the Seekers sent out by crashies, just trying to spot them out. The rotation still going to be coming through as Forsaken and mindfreak look to reinforce this B site. Jinggg into the corner, tagged low, jumps away. FiNESSE exits out of hookah, but Forsaken arrives just in time to get the covering fire. Showstopper trying to clear close. Victor going to be good for one. Forsaken strikes him down, and suddenly it's crashies versus Forsaken. 57 health remaining. Forsaken is playing this one out slowly. crashies trying to hold the ankle, and Forsaken swings right into him. Just a lack of patience.
Jinggg got that one kill. He just is magic sometimes. Now, Daveeys, you got the Thrash, you got the Reckoning, you got the Seekers. A lot of big ults here for PaperX to push this to 6-6. Victor only one away from a showstopper, though. He's kind of looking to see if, with him having the spike, gonna try to get him into a position to get that down. But Forsaken already queuing up this Reckoning, expecting this push, and Jingg's got one.
He does, but he gets traded back. ardiis finding the kill. It's Forsaken just grabbing up that Vandal, Reckoning at the ready. He's gonna invest it now. Looking for the stuns. Som jumping to the side, manages to avoid it. mindfreak taking so much damage there, down to 37. Thrash at the ready. Double TP gonna be used. Pulls it back to be able to get the quick recovery on the ult. But ardiis and FiNESSE, they stay sat here. But it seems like PaperX are not biting on the bait. That Dizzy goes out, gets a confirm 1-1, has to be destroyed. Gets picked up. Seekers now as well, very much telling the story. cgrs with the recovered ult. Doesn't get much. They clear it out very swiftly. Forsaken, first of all, the daze comes through. Clear out on that boom bot. cgrs has to back away. ardiis pushing up, finds the one, Som into the corner. Still gonna be good for it now with a showstopper. They know exactly where Daveeys is gonna be coming from. The rocket should be able to take him down. Does he note the cross, however? He does, but Daveeys avoids the damage. Swapping up the weapons. Finds the Vandal. Trailblazer. Try to guide his way forward. Sees one, flash goes Victor's way. Does he have a read on FiNESSE? 8 bullets remaining to try to clutch this one out. The push coming in behind Victor. Yep, the silent killer. Gets in, gets on top, gets on where they were eliminated. Then onto Team Envious. The score has always been present. They've always at least earned that bronze medal.
You gotta use the molly to stop the W King. Oh, never mind, they're just going.
Okay, Cove down. Forsaken looking for one, but it's going to be he and Jinggg both taken down. NRG looking for another pistol round win to add to the scoreboard. CGRS finding one, but then just gets overwhelmed. mindfreak, a late lurk arriving. It's got that safe defuse spot coming through. The Classic is just not going to be able to do enough to really dissuade it, to really stop it, so they will just go ahead and hold it down. mindfreak looking to it, at the very least, maybe collect.
And everybody's there. It's just a firing line for the side of NRG. Now ardiis with a Marshall, taking space outside of B, but it's everybody out of hookah. Clear that rendezvous.
They're suspecting that they're going to be on the guard inside, as well as elbow. The wall comes in, they're trying to block that one off. Forsaken now getting ready to swing it in front of it.
He's got to cover and make sure he does it.
Wingman going to be planted. Jinggg goes up hyper aggressively towards their spawn. Does manage to find one, but crashies up there. Lab finds one, but as he tries to throw the pop flash, Daveeys catches him swinging around the corner. It's be a massive response here from PaperX. We'll lose out on 3 members, but they will go ahead and turn it right on its head.
Swing this map right back on its head.
Forsaken with the attack. Judge, all likelihood, very much going to see, the value of that one use if they can get into a post-plant position, but it's going to be a very similar wall, just looking to cut off that guard and access, but this time there's 2 players in backside. Nade's going to be let out here from Victor, looking for some damage, jump up over the top, Jinggg going to be taken down, and yes, CGRS, he does end up getting eliminated by that one. Forsaken, taking low with the Judge, helping to find the kill. 9 HP, picked up, mindfreak, instantly finds Som. Now it's all on ardiis. 5 headhunter bullets to work with. Can he get anything done? The healing coming through. Daveeys gonna top back up, but no, mindfreak will just hold the hard angle.
Play in mid and try to go for, maybe a pick. It looks like they're just waiting to see if anybody's gonna try to come out. But right now, it's just allowing all this map control to go over to NRG, and they're gonna try this hit once again, the same thing.
Looks like just the attempt at the fake. It will draw the volley out from Som. The rest of the players, though, hovering over towards A. FiNESSE and ardiis not really budging from showers, and that trademark is there to go ahead and confirm some presence. Now Smokes is going to be dropped in. Teleporter can be used, and there's no control of the shower side of the map for PaperX, so they can't really stop them from going forward. Now Forsaken, over on the B site, all on his lonesome. Does he call for a pivot? No. The plant coming down out into the open. Interesting spot here from PRX. Thrash now at the ready. Sending it forward, but doesn't even get close and is completely unrecoverable. mindfreak trying to hold forward. Forsaken going to be spotted, killed in the back end. Orbital strike now invested. CGRS, Jinggg both going to be taken out. mindfreak with one of his own has to send the ult. The swing out from FiNESSE on the flank. It's going to be Som who finds that kill. A bite down to Daveeys' feet in a rough spot. FiNESSE will win it out. The timeout works a treat. NRG closing the round. Now moving up to 9.
And I appreciate the fake attempt from PaperX, but Forsaken
didn't have it until Forsaken died.
Yeah. Just seemed like that round kind of lacking a little bit of awareness of the ult situation for PaperX. Hurt them.
They're going to be going for the same setup here. Cove spot. Whether that drops might be a whiff. Hard to say without seeing the wide angle of it. I think they're going to be forced into the teleporter though by the paint shells, and crashies caught with util in hand. For a second, it looked like he was going to be able to get out of there with his life. Jump up over the top. Som going to be noted near the back of sight. Still though, does find Daveeys. Jinggg will eventually take him down. 4v3s. The wingman gets the plan. FiNESSE wrapping around into the back of elbow.
ardiis around the other side from Fountain.
Showstopper at the ready. Jinggg going to stave him off. Poombot has the call for that assisted clear. It's the wall, just wants to try to get the rocket through, but in the end, not going to find too much, but it does buy some space. It buys some time, and FiNESSE bites the dust. It should be PaperX once again, bringing it to within 1. ardiis going to linger around for a little bit longer, finds mindfreak. Do they continue to push into him? Looks like the answer is going to be yes. Okay, they're starting to drift in his direction, but he's going to pull back. They know that he's going to be watching the teleporter, so no one wants to challenge him there. They need to hold on to these weapons, but PaperX will fight back. Okay.
Well, he uses it in a couple different ways. One way that we've been seeing a lot here so far is he cuts it right down the middle. The other is that he isolates a player in elbow. He tries to just kind of take it from right to this door on the right to all the way to the elbow on the left.
Stun on the crashies. Trying to back off, full flash now on a Victor as well. Nade gets sent forward, just trying to hold them back. So far it's working well. Colt might be coming through to try to make a retreat happen, but FiNESSE taken down just to the back of sight. Mosh coming up with a kill. Heals being offered up by crashies to Som to try to get him back to 100. We'll be able to do so. It's 3 members from NRG situated here at the B site. ardiis still waiting back in Link to see if this rotation comes through to A.
I mean, they're just going to try to brute force their way through.
Flashes in, Victor noted, taken out. Jinggg now up on top of the box, just trying to spot a pixel, trying to find a head. Will be able to do so, but it's going to be Som who finds the headshot, but it's quickly traded back. Forsaken getting revenge here for his fallen comrade. Now ardiis, the last one left standing, swinging out as Forsaken gets tucked away just outside the teleporter. Swings in, and he'll be good to win the fight. And we are tied up once again.
Having fun.
ardiis situated forward. Headhunter around the corner, avoids the stun. He actually wants to jump back into this one, looks for the headshot, but cgrs actually draws his weapon back out a little bit too quickly. Swing out of the teleporter, and it's just absolutely stomped into the pavement there. As Victor can do nothing more than get a little bit of damage. The flawless round is PaperX.
So a lot of big tools here for NRG to get this back up. Meanwhile, PaperX sitting on quite a lot of cash, so this round is oh so important for NRG.
Hit invested over towards Garden, but they are more than willing to try to just get themselves behind it and keep him zoned away from the site. Orbital Strike does come through. It cuts off Defy as well as mindfreak, but Jinggg is all the way into their spawn. Som crashies taken out. FiNESSE stranded as the plant comes down back site. And this is completely and utterly out of their control.
They're leaving, they're done.
Yeah, they have to call for the save. They know that their economy is completely and utterly much from here on out, unless you start a very long streak and overtake them. So much money banked up by PaperX.
Oh, look at their stack here at B. I mean, it's just been B over and over and over again for PaperX, so now you're gonna try to just out-duel them.
Hidden, just trying to play safe, but the flash connects. He doesn't check back. Defy doesn't look for it. He's just so hungry for the kill. He ends up falling. Som with a headshot now. Cuts off Jinggg. It's going to be the Garden access taken away from them. cgrs as well fallen. The spike now down on the ground. mindfreak and Forsaken, the last 2 left standing. As ardiis' participation, not necessary. They will find him in the smokes. And that just leaves Forsaken all on his lonesome. Grab it. I mean, notes the hefty presence here on B. Figures, you know what, maybe if I can kill the 1, maybe 2 guys that are over on the A site, I could have an opportunity.
Surely he can't do it again. Surely not. And this is kind of the...
Be something magical if he could, but there's a swing out. There's the op shot. ardiis just holding the angle, staying put.
A bit away from B. ardiis out here with that op on an aggressive angle.
Alex has turned off the targeting computer. Just let him fly blind. If this gets tied up, I do expect to see it again, but they are wary about this one. Yeah, Trailblazer will clear him off the position, forces that teleport back, so Rendezvous in the back of Lamps. That's gonna send ardiis rotating eventually to try to get to heaven. Looks like, yeah, that is gonna be the case. Boombot spots one on the backside. Som gonna be noted. Wingman plant does come through. Holdless on either side. crashies, however, first one to fall. The op not going to be able to see too much of anything. Jump around the corner. Som with that shorty will find one, but then Forsaken counter swings to take him down. The bite into the corner, finding a lot of value, but cgrs still wins out of the fight. And suddenly it's just Victor and ardiis left standing. No reason not to play for it. He'll have that tour de force at the end of this all, but Defy finds Victor. Forsaken takes him down.
In those lower bracket finals, like you said, ardiis now with the tour de force, but we're back over to B, surprise, surprise, for PaperX.
Trailblazer out of long. Now into hookah, Poison Orb comes through, FiNESSE clears it rather quickly as Victor gets around the back, puts some damage down, but doesn't want to overstay his welcome. It's a little bit of damage and wisely just decides to back off. Knows that he's going to be outgunned. So for now, a bit of a stalemate here around the B site. Looks like crashies maybe suspecting that this is going to result in a bit of a shift towards A, but as we can see, they're still looking to grab hookah for themselves. little bit more damage out as Forsaken takes a bullet through the side of the box, down to 19 HP now. That is what looks like it will force the pivot.
Yeah, this is good. You don't have that high tide yet. Back up for Forsaken, so wait a little bit for that to come into play.
Yep, they just cut noise. They pull back. FiNESSE gets himself into a cheeky position, though, just outside of the window. It's Victor. Okay. Spotting one. Rotations can now begin, it would seem, from the side of NRG. FiNESSE, Victor, gonna be blinded up. FiNESSE, however, still managing to find three as they drop in! Like flies into the spider web. FiNESSE strikes. He keeps their hopes alive here in the round. The teleporter gonna be taken. Jinggg, ooh, swings back through. A 2v3. Does Paper X try to stay in this?
And now
They'll try to finish this.
Jingg's got the showstopper now.
10 seconds
That
left.
he does, with 41 HP. It's such a small window. No margin for error. Is the trademark going to be cleared out? Oh, mindfreak out into the open, finds one, looks for ardiis. Puts him down to 27, but now it is all on Jinggg to be the finisher. Spots him, cannot get the kill. ardiis will put him down and keep NRG in this game. One more round to go for overtime.
Unbelievably smart play here from FiNESSE, as always. The big brain hiding himself in the corner and finds three for it.
I thought he had gotten blinded, but no. Avoids it and just drops out to kill off three. Absolutely gorgeous from FiNESSE where the team needed him the most. ardiis as well. And that low HP, granted, yes, Jinggg is tagged up as well, but doesn't allow for him to isolate that 1v1 with that showstopper, because that could have just been it.
Yes, exactly. Now Victor one away from his showstopper. A couple big ones here. mindfreak has his orbital strike behind this. Paper X, Stim Beacon down. Victor grabbing the orb in showers. So far, just kind of taking their time, and they're going to use this.
Oh, dueling rockets coming through. Not finding anything, though, is Jinggg, but as he gets up on top of the box, still will find Victor, but it's going to be a massive trade-up. NRG starting things off with two, but now equalized. Daveeys catches some. The plant still not coming in. ardiis instantly headshot. mindfreak finding it. Just two more left to go. He's playing anti-flash, and now it's on FiNESSE. The IGL, the captain, to try to take us in OT, but Daveeys says no! You shall not pass